What's up, guys? So coming at you today with two more cues. This time it's two more cues to enhance how you cue cues. But seriously though, okay, so you're coaching a lifter. You're helping your friend. You want to help them. You want to pass on my cues that I passed on to you. You want to pass those on to them. So the first thing I'm going to say is use cues that your lifter responds to. Okay, even in my infinite all-knowing wisdom, that's a joke. Um, not every cue is going to work for everybody. Some of them can be pretty universal. However, everybody is a little different. Don't force feed somebody a cue that they're clearly not responding to or not getting. Use a different cue, word it a little different. Sometimes that's what it takes for them to click. Sometimes your friend's a fucking moron and doesn't know good advice when it hits them in the face. So water it down a little bit. We want results. Whatever is needed for them to get it, do. And if it ends up sounding completely erroneous, but it adds 50 pounds to their lift over the next month, by all means. Second, and this is by far the most important thing, and this is something that I see, it's especially prevalent with like newer first-time coaches. It's extremely prevalent on social media just because somebody will post hey guys, what can I do to fix this video in a powerlifting group or in some forum, and they'll get 1,000 different answers, and again, paralysis by analysis. But even with one-on-one coaching, with newer coaches, they overcoach. One fucking cue at a time or two cues. Like, get the lifter to learn one or two things over and over for, multiple sessions. Then start adding layers. All right? You can't fix everything at once. As long as they're not like in an extremely dangerous position and you're clearly, I don't want to say clearly because there's a bunch of unqualified coaches out there now, but you should be using manageable weights that aren't going to fuck them up. One or two cues at a time. And when they master that cue and it becomes second nature and they don't have to actively think about it no more, then add another one. All right, work from there. And I hate to see this too when a coach will post, hey, this is my lifter's progress, or a lifter will just post, hey, this is my progress from, the last 2 months. And, everybody is going to overanalyze every little thing about the lift. And they'll say, oh, you need to hire a new coach. And, how do you know that coach hasn't been focusing on, one or two things? Of course, nobody's going to lift perfectly in 2 fucking months. Unless you were Ed Cohen and you were born just lifting perfectly out of your mother's womb. But seriously, you can't fix everything all at once. Rome wasn't built in a day, all of that. And it's true. Like when you're working with a new lifter, you have to master the basics. And a lot of people miss that. Clearly, you can see that in videos all the time. But one or two cues at a time. Get them to master those one or two cues at a time over multiple sessions. And then, over the course of 6 months-ish, you'll have them moving decent weight with very good form, and a motion that they're able to repeat over and over without having to actively think about too many things. Keep it simple, people.